here we are, Polar Bear 4, 5, 6, and the Chia Pet has been in there for a little over an hour, although the instructions call for 1 hour. We put 1 teaspoon of the chia seeds, which come in this packet. It says it's enough for 3 plantings, but I think we can get far more out of that. This is the drip pan, if you can tell. It's made of like a thin plastic material to hold the water. These are the Chia Pets. They expand and become like a gooey, as you can see, kind of like a gooey thickness. When you first start it, you're gonna think you have too much water in there and not as much seeds. But don't second guess yourself. The 1 teaspoon with 2 tablespoons of water is definitively what you need. So it says that we have to now take her, the Statue of Liberty, out of the water and make sure that we keep her filled with water and then place her in the drip pan. So that's what we're going to do right now. And then Christian, we're going to make sure she has a lot of water, which she does. Ooh, although she's losing it, I'm not really sure why. Put her right in there, and I guess we could always add more water, although I don't think you really want water in her torch, so I'm gonna dump that part out. And then Polar Bear 4, 5, 6 will start to put, it says to carefully place seeds in the grooves. Polar Bear, can you move the chia seeds on top of the box, please, so they don't get wet? Thank you. So it says to either use the back of a spoon or a knife to put it, and the seeds have to go into these grooves. So you kind of just paint her. You kind of will take her and you will just place them in the grooves, and they will grow from there. And it says to be careful as you're doing it not to clump the seeds. Otherwise, I guess it doesn't grow like you'd want it to. So you just carefully put them into the grooves. And if you can,
it's chunky, like this spot here.
And you can tell the front of her also has grooves. So it says don't overdo it. And as a matter of fact, I think we kind of have too many seeds, although she does have a very long. I'll do the front of her and you can do the back this way, because you can see the back of her, right?
Yeah, this back has a lot.
Okay, yes. Let me finish the front of her, and then this way you can just continue on to the back, because you can see the back much better than I can right now. And I'm sorry that the video is not as good as I'd like it. It's a little difficult to do this with one hand and do a tutorial with the other. But it's a fairly easy process. Parents shouldn't be really hesitant to try this. It's not messy, it's pretty self-contained. I know that I was a little hesitant as a parent, thinking it would make a very large mess, but I'm very curious to see when we do our follow-up video after we start to see some growing, how she will look and how she will react. It says within 1 to 2 weeks time we will actually see it all grown in full length, but we shall see. Okay, Polar Bear, take over. Now he'll continue to paint the rest of her, and as you can tell it says do not clump, and it looks as though we've done a fairly good job not clumping. I didn't do her sideburns, however. She does have some above her ear, as you can tell, some grooves. Get right in there so you can see it. So he's just going to continue to paint all the grooves just on her head. You don't do any on her body herself. If you'd like, Polar Bear, you could probably use the spoon itself, and it'll give you more Chia Pet seeds. This way it doesn't take as long. So if I were doing it, I'd probably use the spoon and just kind of dump and then spread. That's quite up to you, though. I think it will just go a little quicker because I think you'll be here for quite some time.
Come on.
It doesn't matter, go ahead.
Just 1 seed.
Yeah, take a spoon of it. And just kind of put it towards the top because I'm sure they're gonna like run down a little bit. And then once you get them on there, then you could smooth it out. I'm gonna come on the other side of you so everyone on YouTube can get a better view. of what exactly you're doing. And we just used a regular styrofoam bowl that we had at home, because I wasn't too keen on putting chia seeds inside of a, even though you could actually eat chia seeds, I wouldn't suggest it, but a lot of health people do. I wasn't too keen on putting it inside my regular dishes. Good job. I would add a lot more, otherwise I think we're going to be here for quite some time. So what we'll do is we'll check back in once he's completed this process, and we'll show you how she looks. And then I think we're going to add a little bit more water into
We'll
her.
check in with part 3.
Yes, part 3 will be coming, and then we'll add some more water in the crown, as you can see, in the hole on the top of her head, because the most important thing with the chia pet is to keep them wet at all times. If they dry out, your seeds will not grow. It is a clay that the chia pet is made of, and the clay absorbs the water, and that's what helps the seeds grow. That one's a little clumped. Okay, we'll see you for part 3. There'll be many parts to this video. We're going to give you updates along the way as far as how she's growing. Okay, see you soon.